No.
Okay. Live now.
Somebody already joined, ma.
Okay, wait and see. I can't make out only.
Oh, Nani, Reena Nani hai. Yeah.
Hi. Hi, shall I start?
Like, already start ho gaya, ma.
Okay, it's 5. Is it 5? I think there's still time. It's 5. Okay,
It's fine. Can I?
wait, I'll just turn this thing. That's it, okay. Oh, okay. Hinamasi is watching.
Yes. Reena Nani.
Go live with. Okay, what do I do?
You're inviting him.
I don't know why I'm inviting him. Okay.
He's already there.
Hi. Okay,
Watching.
Okay, sorry. Not this side. This side.
Oh my goodness.
Okay. Okay, please start.
Please.
For this. Okay. Shall I start? Hello everyone. I am Rebecca, your host today for GVF. Live today on Facebook. I want to thank Debashish Da and Ashish for giving me this opportunity and also guiding me with all the tips and tricks how to go for this live session. So as this is my first time doing live session, so bhul chuk please maaf kar dijiyega. Okay, so today I am going to prepare kuli paniyaram or the khara paniyaram. So paniyaram is a typical South Indian tiffin or snack. So let's start with the recipe then. So for paniyaram you need dosa batter. This is the dosa batter, the oldest, the best, and in it you need to add some sauteed vegetables and a little bit of tempering, which I have pre-cooked actually because the time constraint, and you also need to cool down the vegetables a bit. You cannot just throw in the hot piping vegetable directly from the pan, otherwise the dosa batter will get cooked in the container itself. So here is my cooked vegetable. I'll let you know what all things you need to, how you need to make it. So you take 2 teaspoon of oil, heat 2 teaspoon of oil in a pan, add 1 teaspoon of chana dal and 1 teaspoon of urad dal to it first, and then you add the rye, the hing, the little bit of chopped green chili, then little bit of ginger and chopped ginger, and I have added onion to it, 1 medium sized onion. I've chopped it and I've added. If you want to skip it out, you can do that very well. And throw any kind of vegetables, any chopped vegetables like the beans. You know, I have added green beans in it. I have added grated carrot, all little. And I have also added capsicum in it. And you saute well with salt and pepper and cool it down. So now my vegetables are all cooled and I am going to add it to the dosa batter. Is it seen with that?
Yes.
So
Even Shruti and has come.
So by the time I mix it, I'll just heat up my paniyaram tray, paniyaram skillet. This is a paniyaram skillet. This is a non-stick one. You can also get the iron ones. Okay. So let it get warmed up a little. So I'll just mix it up well. Okay. Now, though my skillet is a little, it's a non-stick one, you don't really need to add oil, but I like to add oil. That's how I have been making for so many years. So maybe a drop of oil in each of the mold. Okay. Come near, Rida. and you. So it's mixed well, and I'll just pour the batter in each of the molds.
Should I come down?
Come.
No.
Come here.
That's okay, that's okay. I've zoomed it a bit.
Okay, I've forgotten to tell you, I've also added, while sauteing the vegetables, I've also added a little bit of chopped curry leaves and coriander leaves. So if you want to add, you can add.
Okay, it's cooking.
Just fill up the molds as much
As I can.
as you can. Thank you, Rida, for prompting. Okay, so we'll cover it and let it cook on a low flame, because paniyaram is a very delicate dish. So let it get cooked on a low flame. So when it is, by the time it's getting ready, I'll just quickly tell you about how to make the dosa batter. Now dosa batter is made by soaking and blending 1 portion of urad dal with a little bit of methi and 4 portions of rice with a little bit of the idli rice, actually, with a little bit of either sabudana. Little bit means if it is 1 cup of dal and 4 cups of rice, then probably like 1 or 2 tablespoons of poha or sabudana. You can totally skip it if you want to, but methi, yes, please add the methi in the dal while soaking it. Now I soak the dal for 3 to 4 hours, not more than that, because then what happens is the good bacteria in the dal, they die. So you wash the dal and soak it with a nice water for 3 to 4 hours. And regarding the rice, the idli rice, I soak it for over 8 to 9 hours or overnight. Now you have to choose the rice properly. So it's the idli rice, which is very commonly found in the southern part of India, but if you don't get it in the northern part of India, then you can go for the parboiled rice. Now parboiled rice should be a small grained rice, not like the basmati rice, okay, or the zira samba. So it should be the small grained rice, parboiled rice. If you don't get the parboiled rice, then you can mix raw rice, like 3/4 cup of raw rice with 1/4 cup of boiled rice. Wash it nicely and soak it with fresh water overnight or for 8 to 9 hours. Now the thing that you have to do is, since we make it in large quantity, so we have a separate wet grinder only to make the dosa batter, but you can very well make it in the mixie container also. The only problem with the container is, since the motor is attached with the container of the mixie, so when it rotates, so it gets heated up. So when this motor gets heated up, the batter or the paste inside the container also becomes hot, so which again kills the good bacteria in your dal batter or the rice batter. So what we will do is, we can add little bit of cold water from the refrigerated cold water little by little, so that the temperature is maintained. So first we will make the dosa batter, the dal batter, transfer it to the container, then we will make the rice batter, and then we'll transfer it to the same container where the dal batter and mix it nicely. Now while mixing it, we will use our hands and not any spoon or wooden spatula. We'll use our clean hands to mix it. And while mixing it, please try to fluff it up. You know, when we fluff it up, there's a proper aeration. So when the aeration is there, you know, our good bacteria, the natural yeast, they get proper oxygen, proper air to rise and your, you know, to live long and to rise and make the batter ferment properly. Rita, don't touch anything, please. Okay, so and also if you're using salt, don't use iodized salt, because iodized salt, you know, you use it when you're making the idli or the dosa. If you have the sea salt or the what do you call, the Himalayan pink salt or the black salt. Please use it when you're making the, when you're grinding the rice. Okay, so yeah, I'll just check whether my, no, it's still, no, okay. So all these things are generally taken care of when we make the idli, the batter for to make idlis. But if you are only keen in making dosa and not idli, then you don't have to worry so much about you know, whether you have to make the dal batter first or the rice batter. You just throw everything in the mixie grinder and make a paste of it. But the process will be the same, the how to fluff it up and everything. And cover it with a lid and keep the container, the batter container, in the warmest corner of your house. Especially you know, the corner where you set your curd. So that will be the best place to ferment it. So now, since the weather is very warm, you know, within 4 to 5 hours it will get fermented. But during the winters, for me, like last 2 winters I was in Calcutta, so it took me 12 to 18 hours to, you know, get the batter properly fermented. So in that case, what you can do, either you keep the dosa batter container in the microwave, like you heat it up for 1 minute and switch on the light and keep it inside. Okay, or you cover it up with blankets. So that way also. Okay, I'll just check whether my paniyarams are ready or not. Yes, they are. Okay, so one side come with the.
I am already zooming it.
Okay, so see, so it is all golden brown on one side. I'll just turn them so that it cooks the other side as well.
Tell them which tool you are using to turn them.
Okay, so that's it. So to have the paniyaram, I have already made red chili chutney, the khara chutney. Very simple chutney. There are so many chutneys you can enjoy your paniyaram with. So I have made the khara chutney. That is, I have taken 3 to 4 red chilies, little bit of imli, little bit of tamarind, very little bit of ginger and cumin, and 3 to 4 tablespoon of coconut, grated coconut, and also 1 tablespoon of 1 or 2 tablespoon of fried chana dal. Okay, that is called patane over here. So you mix everything, salt, and you add salt also, and little bit of water, and grind it into a paste. So that's how I've made the chutney. So this paniyaram will, I think it will get ready within a minute or so. Yeah, it is ready. So you have to just poke the paniyaram, and see, the skillet will come out clean. So that's the you know, indication that your batter is absolutely ready. And also with its own steam also, it will get cooked up. So I'll put another batch as well.
There. Is there some more time? It's 17:14.
Okay. So, so this is how I make my paniyaram. I hope you like the session, and I'm sure you will make the dish at home and enjoy with your family. And so this is what it is. I'm going to make the second batch also. Okay, so whatever little things and few things you have in your kitchen, please try use them and try to make create something new every day and enjoy with your family. And this is the best time now. I mean, I know there's a pandemic outside, but the family time that we are getting, we will not get again. So once everything becomes normal, so have stay at home, stay safe, stay healthy, and happy cooking, happy Ramadan. Thank you so much.